Oh, maybe 133. You think one of these days I actually have to keep the ball rolling with knowing what day it is, but today's not that day. Or that week. My shoulder hurt from the vaccine. It felt like I just, not hurt. It just felt like, do I like this? I guess this one. Yeah, I felt like I slept on my shoulder real odd. My wrist pain went away, thank God. That was way worse. That's way worse than the vaccine. God said you shall feel pain, so you don't complain later. Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, as you can see, my allergy shots are worse. Those are allergy shots, dear God. I should have referenced that. That is one of my allergy shots, not the COVID vaccine. Do not worry, COVID vaccine is that. Don't worry, like, no, I'm just carrying them. Like, people watch this. Yeah, it just rained around here. So I went and there was a lot of flowers blooming, obviously. It's spring, so I chopped down a bunch of flowers, but since it just rained, I always do this anyways. I always check front, back, inside of it, on the stem. No bugs. Bug on the plant, leave it alone. Don't grab it. But I still feel like I have bugs everywhere. And not the point. Point is, I was cutting down and I saw, I'm like, oh, that's a big bug, better not touch it. No, it was a slug. Maybe a photo here? Please, no photo. That's me to me, because I'm gonna forget. But yeah, if I had a little trick for you, instead of taking a flash photo of whatever you want to take a photo of in nature, it's easier if you just turn on a video with the flash on, so you can readjust it as you are recording. You can't see my hand, so you can readjust it as you're recording, like zoom in and out, do different angles, and just hold it there, and then just keep going. Maybe it's not the best photo, but like, honestly, it's on my phone anyways in the dark. I don't think a flash photo would really be the best either. So that's why I do it. Anyways, I'm taking this photo. So it's a video. This video of these two slugs I found like 2, 4, 5, 6 or 7, 6. I'll go 6. 6 slugs. And I think this is a recording of the slug, and I hear creeping. I can feel something creeping, and I'm like, no, just ignore it. We are not in a really big forest. We're like in a semi-rural development kind of area. So I feel it creeping, and I'm like, okay, that could be the fox, a raccoon, a possum, a deer even. It didn't sound like a deer, a rabbit. It could be any of these things. So I'm just like, oh, well, whatever it is, just don't leave me alone. We don't got like coyotes or nothing. Big cats, we don't have anything like that here. So, it would just be a little, at worst. I upset the raccoon. I know possums are more violent, but I think the possum would be like, don't do anything. One, I feel like a raccoon would be like, but anyway, so I'm like, okay, it's nothing. And then I feel it right behind me, and I'm like, no, they're taking a photo, video of a slug. It's nothing. And then I feel it on the back of my leg. I feel the nose of my cat. Apparently he was outside with me the whole time. He was the one creeping behind me. He wanted to rub against my leg. Yeah, you could have just done that. You didn't have to scare me. So I have a video of me just going, well, it was the slugs. I don't think I'll show that because I think that would be a lot. I also don't know, I might have got my neighbor's house in the video, so I'm not gonna show it, but oh, it was so funny to just feel this little creak, and I'm like, no, it can't be anything, and just, you can feel it, you know? And then it was my cat. Anyways, one slug was perfectly on the inside of the flower, and then another slug was like two of them were on the back of it, back of the flower, and then two more were on the same like stem or like cluster, like either one was on a stem of a flower, one was on the leaf next to it, like one being the flower and the leaf were one, but two slugs. But then I saw that recording because right when I was stopping it, I saw there was a little, I don't know what it was. Maybe it was a spider. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna back it away. So that's why I feel like there's things on me. Yeah. So pretty much I went out twice and got the first batch of flowers brought in, and I don't have this in between side space either to get a lot of flowers, or like literally 4 or 5 flowers and that's it. And I cut the bottoms off, and it was just slightly too short, and the vase was too big. And even if they were taller, it wouldn't have worked because it's just the opening for the top was too big, so I needed more to fill it out. So I chopped some more down, and that's when I took the videos and stuff, because I'm like, well, I know where the slugs are, plus get some photos, and I can just get some more flowers. But I will always leave flowers, don't take I usually don't take more than half the flowers that are out there. Don't think I did that either. Don't. And there's flowers that I didn't walk to that are fine, more in the woods area. But since it's dark outside, I ain't going in the woods. The cat already sneak attacked me. I don't want no spiders. So I won't bother the bugs and stuff. But yeah, I always gotta check the flower, check the stem. But since it just rained, a lot of the flowers fell on this they're all nice and tall, and then the rain just went, and you can't, it fell. So I took the ones that were fallen because I'm like, that was fine. Not all of them, good amount of the fallen ones. Some standing upright. I don't think they do it because they're from bulbs, but after you have them indoors for a while, I don't know what it is, but the reproduction thing gets kind of hard. Where it would reproduce, but get another bulb to, I guess, drop to the floor and stuff. Gets really hard. So I don't think it does anything because, again, they're not, I don't think they're native, but they're not harmful, so I think they should be fine. So I got the hard, I used to, I don't, this time I got one. If they're outside for too long, if they're older, they got really hard, and if you cut them and you bring them inside, they also get really hard. So I throw those back in the woods. I pick them all kind of close to the same area, so I just throw them in the same area in the woods and let them decompose. Same with all the cutlings from the bottoms. Like I cut them to the ground, and then from that whole length, I cut them to wherever the vase needs it, you know. Ooh, also, I got a prescription for testosterone. I have the consent form right here. But the problem is she emailed it to me, so I gotta figure that out if I should send it back, if I might take a photo or like scan it. But probably not scan it given I don't have my computer. It's over there. I'm over here. I was outside. So what I might do is just scan in the ones that I signed and send just those 3 back. Or like, yeah, the 3 pages that I had to sign. Which is great because it's just like, oh, did you know testosterone makes you have a more masculine appearance? I'm like, yeah. They're like, okay, cool, initial. I'm like, okay. And they're like, did you know that it can do this? I'm like, yeah. Like, did you know it could deepen your voice? You could grow facial hair? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, oh, cool. Did you know this? I'm like, yeah. And then, there's real, like, obviously what will happen, but also real concerns, like, thickening of the blood because of the injections, not testosterone in general, but because of the injections, it can thicken your blood, leading to a lot of problems, like some problems, blah blah. That's why personally I really want the jelly, but they need to do 2 months of shots first, which is kind of annoying, not gonna lie. We'll see. Again, I just like the jelly, but the thing is it might take longer to... Where did I write that? Oh, okay. I have her number on the doctor's number on a note card, and I don't want to lose it, but it's in my train stack right here. Anyways, point is, I almost completely missed Ethan jumping in the pool. I was so distracted. I just over my head. Anyways, point is, but then there's like things like thickening of the blood because their injections. If you have heart disease problem or diabetes, more of an issue. And then it's like, and it can take your hourglass shape turn into more of an apple shape. And so like that, and so I'm just like, do I mind? Because here's the thing. Some days I'm like, oh my god, what if I don't want testosterone at all? And I'm right. But then I'm like, who the hell cares? I got so much hair. You know, they said that like right here, it can go back. Crown of your head, it can thin, and all over it can thin. Look at your family members. But then also, body hair wise, look at your family members. Voice deepening, listen, look at your family members. What was the point of this? Oh yeah, but I also got such a big butt that like just my waist, teeny weeny, big boobs, big booty, not like hips, yeah, but I mean booty. But that even so some days it's like whatever, I'm good, I have it all, it's fine. I can wax and wane it if I want to, kind of situation. Won't make the biggest difference. But then some days I'm like, oh, I can't believe I'll never have a masculine figure. It makes me sad. So it's like, can you at least get your mind straight? It's just like, I don't know, man, just some days. And then it's kind of like, it isn't, I think, that I really want to have like breasts or something. It's the fact that I will never have the opportunity, not never, it's irreversible in the sense like you can't put back on your boobs, but transitioning, even if you have top surgery, I mean, my grandmother, I know it's slightly different, but my grandmother, she had to have her breasts completely gone, not even reduced, like gone, everything, because she had breast cancer. So I Obviously, that's the thing that happens to cis women. You might not have boobs. Some people don't develop much. But anyways, point is that some days I'm just like, oh, but what about a cute little bralette that you want to wear? And I'm like, when you get dressed, do you ever think, ooh, what about a cute, girly bralette? Never. Never. You never think that. You might think of feminine clothing. Maybe more feminine silhouette, especially on the hips and bottom and stuff, waist. But you never think about having like a bralette. You never think of that. And it's such a weird thing because I don't think I think of myself that way either. But then also me wanting that option. So I want to do it for the 2 months of injections. If I'm like, this is not for me, and the first 2 months, very minimal things are done. It's mainly longer, but people usually know if they want to stay on it in the first couple months. I've heard a lot of people go, I'm non-binary, but I wanted to go on hormones. But I realized, especially T, I locked a lot into T related things or stories. They're like, well, after the first month, I realized it isn't for me. Nothing happened. Some people do take longer, but it's not anything. Even you can take it for 5 years, and a lot of the things are reversible. Studies have proven that you won't go like infertile, but you can always save your eggs, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, refuse, just point blank period, refuse. No, I'm not dating it. I'm in the den. Yeah, not editing anything there.